We're back to the continuation of the story from minutes ago. If you missed any, catch it on the Morning X podcast. This is the best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Good morning.
Hey, what's going on?
For the first time ever, I agree with Barnes.
Oh, thank you.
And
it only took 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, see, the thing is, it's just like driving in traffic. If you're driving, even if you're driving slow, extra slow on the highway, if you're not going with the flow of traffic, you're going to piss people off, you're causing problems. Like, if you're on the upper level of the tabernacle and everybody's able to see, everybody's sitting down, and two jackasses stand up in front, 50 people are going to yell at them because they're in everybody's way. You know,
right.
if
That's
50
all I'm
people
saying.
are being blocked,
That's all
and
I'm
two
saying.
people are standing up, have the two dudes just sit down and watch it with everybody else. You know, I mean, if you're in the front, you're near the front, and everybody's standing, and you have no choice. I'm not going to be the one to sit down and complain that I can't see because I'm in the minority.
I mean, I'm always very conscious of, especially like at the Tabernacle, if I'm on one of the other levels and I want to stand up and get my groove on, then I move over to the side or to the back of the wall. Wherever you are, just make sure you're not blocking people.
Well, I think a lot of it, too, has to do with just the overall excitement at a show. I mean, if it's a song that gets you pumped up and you want to stand and dance or whatever you want to do, you should have the prerogative to do that.
But if it's a pumped-up song, most likely everybody's getting up and getting
Not always,
pumped up.
though. Not always.
But that's all subjective, whether a song, listen, it might be your wedding song might all, get you all pumped up. Because I noticed that there were a couple of slow songs that you were standing.
And I did
Thanks,
stand
Lisa.
up because I was emotional.
And I think that, while I understand the whole go with the flow of traffic, don't be the only one standing. I think that if you're I just think if you're at a concert, people are going to stand up.
Hey, John.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Can you speak louder, John?
Yeah. I definitely think you should be able to stand up whenever you want at a concert. You pay your money, you should be able to stand up. If you're a true fan, you're going to stand up,
But if you pay
I'm
your
with
money,
ya.
shouldn't you be able to sit down as well?
Yeah, you can sit
definitely.
down.
Yeah, but it's your choice. You paid the money.
You have the choice of sitting and not singing for that song, or you have the choice of standing up and watching.
Because there have been concerts when, you go to a concert like U2.
Right.
When people stand the entire time.
Right.
Well,
The whole way. And there's been times where maybe a slow song, I'll just chill out for a song and sit down and sip on my cocktail, then get back up, just kind of rest for 3 minutes.
Right.
Sure.
And
Definitely,
that's
but-
actually, I was going to say that there were times during the concert Sunday and Monday where, it would kind of get a little slower or whatever, or God forbid, when he started playing his new stuff, which is when everybody sits down.
Right.
That I just, all right, I'll sit down for a song and I won't see him for a song, but everybody else is standing, So I guess I'll miss that song. I'll miss seeing him. But it was funny when he started. He opens up the concert and he plays, Hello Goodbye, into Jet, into
Can't Buy Me Love.
and Can't Buy Me Love, and then
on.
into Coming Up. And everybody's up and going crazy. And then he says, well, we've been playing some old stuff for you, and it's all well and good. Now we'd like to play some stuff off our new album. And,
Everyone
the
sits
entire
down.
arena, it's like everybody was
Yeah.
shot.
But you know what?
The
Out of 2.5
entire arena, I felt sorry.
After 2.5 hours, I mean, he only did like 3 or 4 new songs.
He did about 4 or
No, he
5.
did like 4. He did 3
All right, 4
songs
new
off the new
songs.
album, and he did Vanilla Sky.
Yeah.
I love Vanilla Sky, though. Hey, what's going on? Who's this, Greg?
That's me.
What's going on, Greg?
I would have to agree with you, Barnes. When you're in a place, say, like Phillips Arena, and you're in the seats, well, they're angled like that so everyone can see. All right, and you've got someone standing up in front of you. Well, you can't see anything because the guy in front of you decides to stand up. Well, if everyone sits, everyone can see. But when one person stands up, that really messes things up.
Well, going to a concert, though, isn't like going to a movie where it's all about seeing. It's about experiencing and dancing and having fun and celebrating. So
Well,
it's a
that's
little
true.
bit different. It's not like a movie where it's, you have to see.
Right.
Where
I
seeing
agree
is
with
the only
that.
thing.
And again, I don't have a personal rule. I just say go
Yeah.
with the flow. I just say go with the majority.
And
I'm willing to, I'll sit or I'll stand, whatever everybody else is doing, because I don't want to be the one guy
Right.
blocking
right.
50 people behind me.
And I try to subscribe to that rule myself, but I respect if somebody wants to stand the whole time.
Exactly.
Like that's my personal rule that I follow like you do.
Thanks. Hey, Bishop,
Yes.
what's going on?
Man, we just experienced this. We went to McCartney both nights, and my wife is a big Beatle fan, saw him in '66, and she was all excited, first time to see Paul.
Sure.
And we were in section 211 the first night, and she was trying to stand for almost every song, and she was rudely told to sit down, and so she wound up having to.
Who told her to sit down?
The people behind her.
Oh, the people behind her.
They were pretty firm about it. So.
What do they say exactly? Do they say, "Hey, could you please sit down? I can't see," or "Sit down, you MF"? I mean, how?
Well, yeah, it didn't get to the MF stage, but it was, stern, down in front, sit down, kind of thing. And she still popped up and stood for the old Beatles songs and stuff, where she wasn't going to care what somebody behind her said. But Monday night we're about 7 rows in front of Jimmy, first row of section 117. And she was pretty much able to stand the whole night, except for, again, during the slow songs or Paul's new songs. And so that seems to be what Barnes is saying is the way it is. If everybody's sitting down, you're pretty much going to have to sit down regardless of what you want to do, or you are going to get yelled at.
That's all I'm saying.
Nothing does suck more, though, than going to a show that you're really jacked up about and you can't wait, like a Paul or whoever it is your favorite band, and you end up in a crappy section where nobody's into it. Right. That happened. I'm sure that's happened to everybody at some point.
Well, if you ever want to piss an artist off, go up, sit in the first 5 rows,
and just sit. Yeah.
And sit down. Man, they go freaky.
Well, that's why a lot of artists.
Thank you, Bishop.
A lot of artists will not allow the first 10 rows to be sold to anybody but fans or their fan club.
Right.
They will not let record companies have them.
Right.
And promoters have them, and for that reason.
Thank you for your comments.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Not much. I was agreeing with Barnes on the it's majority rule, but I have a problem. I'm 6'5", and even when I stand up, if everybody's standing up, I still get yelled at by people saying, "Oh, move over, I can't see you."
Well, if everyone's standing up and you're standing up and you're tall, I mean, it's not your fault.
Yeah, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
I know. That's what I've been. I have been. I don't know how many concerts that people have me on the shoulder. Can you slide this side? I can't see.
Let's make another rule. If you're over 6'4", you should only be allowed to buy seats in the back.
Yeah.
You should not be allowed to be up front if you're over 6'4". How's that?
Oh, that's pretty crappy.
You like that rule?
No.
I didn't think so.
Hey, thanks for calling.
Go to Julie.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
I think you should be able to stand up whenever you go, to a concert, because when I personally get tickets to go to a show, I pump myself up, and I really want to see this band that's going to play, and, I really don't care what people around me are going to do. I hope they're just as pumped as me. And, places like Earthlink Live, there's not enough room on the bottom for everybody to get down there that wants to stand. So I'm going to stand, when I have seats there, when I can't get down on the bottom. Like this weekend, for Lit and Butch. I'm sure I'm going to be standing somewhere.
If there's only one person standing up in the section, it's not that hard to, peek around that person for 1 or 2 songs.
Right.
You can always lean over a little bit and see the stage. It's
I would
not
just
that
assume
difficult.
that going to Paul McCartney, I would first assume, people are probably going to stand up the whole time.
Yeah, you're watching a legend. And
Yeah. Now, I think we can all agree, and I'm going to guess we agree, that we draw the line at those big signs. Like if you've
you're getting out of control.
If you've got a sign that's blocking
and you hold it up the whole time.
Hey, most people don't hold those up the whole time.
Those usually aren't there, yeah.
Or like big hats where even if everybody is standing or sitting, you can't
anything
see.
that you're at fault for. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the guy that's 6'5", that's not his fault. I mean, it's genetic.
And everybody
but a big
needs to get
hat,
over
a
things like
sombrero,
that.
I mean,
A sombrero.
That's a little different.
I remember I was at a salsa concert once. And this guy with
Thank you,
his
Julie. Thanks for the calls,
Thanks.
guys.
The best of the Morning X. 99X.